All right, so I got to tell you, I've been listening to very staunch gun advocates over the last couple of days and the arguments that they make. And we're talking about the Second Amendment purists, the people that believe there really shouldn't be any laws regulating gun ownership because Second Amendment is pretty clear, right? And I got to tell you, some of the arguments they make, pretty convincing. Like, it's really only a small percentage of gun owners that are involved in these mass shootings or gun violence in general, right? The vast majority of gun owners practice gun safety and are very responsible people. So why in the world would we even try to save any lives by adding any additional gun laws when we're only talking about a small percentage of people? And let's face it, the people who want to mass murder with guns or kill people with guns, they're going to find a way no matter what the laws are anyway, right? Makes sense. So thinking along those lines and using that logic, I think we ought to go with that. Seriously. And expand a little further. Maybe get some of our freedoms back, because this is about freedom. The Second Amendment is about a freedom, right? So let's get some more freedoms back. Let's use this logic. Let's roll with it, as they say. So I've come up with a couple of things that I think would make sense using the same logic. First being drunk driving. Let's face it. It's only a very small percentage of drunk drivers that cause a problem, right? It's a very small percentage of them that have accidents and kill or hurt people. The vast majority of drunk drivers every night, they get home safely. I mean, they're using their turn signals and going the speed limit and stopping for stop signs. They're safe drivers. They're just drunk. Why are we bothering them? When it's only a small percentage that we're talking about here. It just doesn't make sense. How about car seats and seat belts? Prior to car seats and seat belts, it was only a very, very small percentage of people who got hurt or killed in cars for lack of a car seat or a seat belt when you compare it to the sheer number of people who ride in cars every day, right? This is just a small percentage, so why even have laws? I mean, people don't want to buckle up, don't buckle up. You want to toss your baby in the back seat and go on your way, hey, more power to you. As long as you're safe about it, I don't see the problem. I'm sure you guys you're with me on this, right? You must be. How about the whole airplane, airport, TSA thing? God, I am tired of getting up like 18 hours before a flight so I can get, all the body cavity checks and scans and bag checks and all that crap that goes along with getting on an airplane, when the reality is it was a tiny fraction of people who rode on airplanes that actually hijacked planes, flew them into buildings, and killed thousands of people. I mean, we're talking about a dozen guys out of the millions and millions of people who have flown on airplanes. And let's face it, if somebody wants to hijack an airplane, they're going to find a way to do it anyway, right? Makes sense. How about abortion? It's a very, very small percentage of women who get pregnant in this country that actually get abortions. So why would we even bother thinking about crafting laws that would make abortions illegal? Doesn't make sense. When we're only talking about a small percentage, the vast majority of women, they go ahead and have their babies, right? Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right. When it comes to the whole abortion thing, if we can just save one life, one innocent baby, those are laws that would be well worth it. I hear you. Except when you think about what Republicans want to do with health care, if that one innocent baby you saved by banning abortion is born with a heart defect, well, that baby's pretty much screwed for medical care for the rest of their lives.